Good evening, sir. I was the first.
Good evening, everyone.
I don't think Tanu will be coming, so he's busy eating humans
Yo.
in a game. Uncle, what do you mean, Ra? You joined before the other class ended, Ra?
No.
Yeah, it says so, silly.
No, I didn't. I
It
actually
says
didn't.
1 minute ago, Ra. The class didn't end 1 minute ago.
Must be a glitch there.
Hey, always it says 3 minutes ago, 2 minutes ago.
No.
You said a
Sir,
hi
sir,
really
sir,
late.
sir. Sir, sir. I
Yeah.
joined right when Nitish joined, right, sir?
You said hi right when I joined.
No, I
The
said
internet
hi.
doesn't lie, bro.
Sir, I joined
Yeah,
right
it-
when Nitish joined, right, sir?
Actually, I did not see.
Yeah. So no, you have no evidences. I have evidence. You don't have any evidence. When
Good
I
evening, sir.
joined itself, you were like 1 minute ago. Vada.
Today we'll be ending that chapter.
Hello.
He.
Yes, sir.
Eat.
Can you
Right.
hear me?
Yeah, you're
Bad having in
Can't
you,
hear
baldy.
anyone.
Hey, you are like Mitran Rakungo.
No, when Mitran joins, he's like, hello?
No, not like that. Like the head, ball. Ha.
How was your excursion?
Sir, it was nice. Just except the sleeping thing.
Yes, sir. Except sleeping, everything else was
No,
great.
the last day sleeping was amazing because I didn't sleep with Kongwel and Mitran. That room stink. Pavam Kongwel and Mitran.
I offered you in the first day itself there.
I wanted to. No, I will sleep with Achuan from next time.
Okay, so till what we have done till solar energy, right?
Yes, so we stopped at the food cycle. What was it? Its name is food cycle, right, sir?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not particularly
No,
food
it's
cycle.
energy
It is
cycle.
flow chain, energy flow chain. Of
Okay. Food chain.
also we can say that.
Energy cycle, sir.
Now we'll be
Energy
studying about the
cycle.
energy resources. Energy resources, totally theoretical topic. Energy resources.
Yeah, Nitish, I have your laser also there.
Yeah, I only gave it to Mitran and the guy lost it in 2 seconds.
Okay.
He gave
See
it to
here.
me.
See here.
Shoop. Yes, sir.
So basically, a source of energy should be such that it can provide useful amount of energy. We have different sources of energy. You can generate
Solar.
energy by just what can I say that by just
Turbine.
burning grasses.
Uh-uh.
But that doesn't mean that from tomorrow you'll be burning grasses to generate energy or prepare food or get yourself heat or whatever
Sir,
like that.
but what is
Could
the
be.
difference between generate and create, sir?
Can't create energy, da.
I know, like,
See, I'm not
You can
interested
only
in
the
this.
generate.
Basically, generate and create are nearly the same terms. I don't know exactly where they are distinguished. Please
So
focus on here.
creating means you're creating out of thin air, sir. It's not
No,
possible.
there's nothing like
sir.
that.
no,
Yes.
See here. I don't want to give you any false information.
So like we say wait a second. Wait.
Wow.
What do you use the
She's
word create for?
So you can continue, sir.
I
So you can
Nobody
continue,
knows.
sir.
Yes,
Shut up,
so
the uncle. So you can continue.
Alright, see here. So basically,
Like,
we have to get a
Kongwel,
good source of energy where we can provide such amount, where we can. Please focus on here. Open your book first. Open your
yes,
book.
sir.
Topic energy sources and see there because it is all theoretical topic, nothing to be thought of, right? Now see here, we have to generate that much amount of energy that is required to produce a good source of interchangeable energy. For example, if we are generating energy from a certain thing, then it should be generated in such an amount that should be helpful for us. Okay, and it should be convenient to use also. For example, if we are burning something and we are getting, let us say, 100 joules of energy, and we are, instead of that, we are getting 10 tons of ashes and indestructible or like unusable things. So we won't be considering that as a good source of energy. Good source of energy should leave behind very minimal things, should provide very good calorific value. Calorific value means it should provide a very good energy from it when we use it, right? And this energy sources should also be easily available. It should be available in large amounts. So like that, we categorize the good source of energy and from bad source of energy, right? So
Yes,
it's there
sir.
written. Source of energy should be such that it can provide an adequate amount of useful energy at a steady rate over a longer period of time. It should be safe and convenient to use, economical. Okay, it should be economical also. Economical means like cheaply available. Cheaply available.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's not like we can use uranium also for creating energy, but that is too costly and that is not very healthy also, because it provides radiation.
So you mean generating?
Again,
Yes.
don't confuse us. Generating and creating are nearly the same thing. Generating by use of something and creating by yourself.
Yeah. Okay. And creating is impossible. For you, at least.
You guys are still discussing about that.
No.
Sankar started. So we
I
can
did
continue. You stopped at some
Alright. Next is classification of sources of energy. So what is classification of energy? So basically, energies are divided into two forms. Okay, classification of energy.
conventional and non-conventional.
Okay, basically these are of two types. One is
Renewable.
renewable
Non-renewable.
Non-renewable.
and non-renewable.
It's like second grade, sir. You learn this at second.
Non-renewable means which cannot be replenished.
Coal.
Okay, this is conventional.
Fossil fuel.
Coal.
Exactly. And this is non-conventional.
Coal.
So renewable sources of energy, that is constantly being renewed.
Yes, sir. Sun.
These are
The Almighty.
these are providing energy continuously. All right.
Yes, sir.
And non-renewable simultaneously, on the other hand,
Like cannot, like takes long time or cannot be renewed.
they have accumulated over a long period of time. A long period of time, and cannot be quickly replenished. Quickly replenished
Yes, sir.
when exhausted. Okay, that's raw non-renewable energies. We'll be seeing the examples. Examples here. Examples. Tell me.
Coal, petrol, gas,
Petrol,
gasoline,
gasoline,
fossil fuels in general.
orbital natural gas, natural gas, etc.
Burning.
Sun, wind, water.
So burning of carbon and its other forms.
Bro, it's not renewable, duh.
That is non-renewable. That's what I told
It's
it.
not
Non-
That
renewable,
is different thing. What are mass, flowing
Uranium,
water,
radioactive,
exactly.
something. Radioactive
Winds.
what? Generator, sir.
Sun energy is like this. Write it down at this page.
We'll mute.
A dam.
I was listening to Tarun eat for like 1 hour today evening only.
What?
You'll get it one day.
You were there. We had to.
Hey, okay, we don't care. Shut up.
You started.
Yeah, and I ended it.
Yes, sir. You can continue, sir. Hello.
So
Yeah,
what
then-
is renewable? Can you size it down a little bit?
Renewable means like it can be renewed. For example, if you
Renewable,
have
I
a
mean,
packet of biscuit at your home, right? So if you're eating packet of biscuit again and again and again every evening, 3 biscuits, 4 biscuits daily, 5 biscuits, sometimes 10 biscuits, so it gets over, right? It gets exhausted. So what do your mom do?
my small.
Buy me a new packet.
Exactly. Buys you a new packet from
No,
the
sir,
supermarket.
that's what happens, sir.
That's
So
what
that
happened.
gets
Me, that's what
that
happens.
gets replenished, right?
Yes, sir.
So that is what it happens.
Yeah,
But-
non-renewable is like with your father. Your father will just throw the stuff outside.
No. Non-renewable is if you're playing with a toy and it's like
Annoying cousin comes and breaks it.
physically broke.
Yes, sir.
You cannot get it replenished.
No, it won't. So if it breaks, we cannot fix it again.
Sir, I mean, that's one way you can fix it again by taking it to some other store.
Just buy one for you can buy one better for that.
Written or not?
Yes, sir.
So 1 second. Okay. Yes, sir. Finished.
Oh, sorry, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Now come to your book. There are the description of different sources of energy. Okay. So first we'll be
Definitely.
studying about the renewable sources of energy. Renewable sources of energy. Renewable sources of energy. Okay. The first one is sun energy. Sun energy is of what kind? Can you tell me?
Heat. I mean, yeah, heat
Heat and light.
Exactly.
Not
It
exactly
is also
heat,
called
like
solar energy.
solar.
and light.
Solar. See, I got the right.
Exactly. So heat and light.
Ah,
It generates huge amount of heat and light. Okay, and
Yes,
it
sir.
radiates heat. It radiates
energy.
huge amount of
Energy.
heat energy
Ah.
continuously, and it will continue generating the same thing for billions of future years, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is solar energy.
Sir,
The sun is very far.
Sir,
Sun
so
is very far.
the producer of this energy is sun, and sun will eventually become extinct, right, sir? So that it is also a non-renewable energy, right, sir?
Well, it won't happen as long as we exist. It won't exist.
From where did you get this good information?
From his head. From Google.
Where did you get this good information?
No, the sun won't go extinct. It'll only like become bigger and bigger and
Explode
bigger.
or something like that. Sometimes maybe. If
Yeah,
it
its
collapses
energy
on
just gets
itself,
converted. Like
Sankalp?
it'll be shared among the universe.
Yes, sir.
See.
sun goes extinct.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you're stupid now.
No, sir, I have
Ladies
the
and gentlemen,
perfect
go.
explanation, sir. If the sun goes extinct, the earth itself won't
Hey,
be there
that's
due to
one person.
multiple reasons.
Hey, Kongwell, please, you don't explain.
Yeah.
Seriously, you don't.
I'll explain
No,
that.
see, yeah.
Hey,
We
only
both will
I can
explain.
explain
Don't
to
discuss.
this type of brain.
Don't discuss among yourselves, please.
Sir,
Right.
if the like
Look at
sun
that.
goes extinct, okay,
Shut
sir.
up there.
we cannot talk about that. It will take, even if the theory goes correct, so it will take around billions of years, and that is too huge to be discussed of. Just leave it.
This is called foreshadowing.
Now see here.
Yeah.
So basically, sun is very much far
So your
away
voice
from
is
Earth,
breaking
so
like
we don't get all the energy
Yes, sir.
that is being dissipated
The voice is breaking.
from the sun, right? Only a fraction of it comes to Earth,
Sir, your voice
and
is breaking.
of that,
in the chat.
ozone layer. Please focus here.
Sir, your voice is breaking
sun
a
is
lot,
moving.
sir.
Hello, is it fine now?
Breaking, sir. It's
I can
breaking
hear
bad.
you perfectly.
We
It's
spoke for a
breaking.
long
Hello?
time, sir. You didn't even reply, sir.
Is it fine?
Yes, sir, it's
No, sir,
fine
it's-
like at sometimes, sir, but when you start talking continuously, it's like goes out.
Sir,
It's
when
like
you ask
non-
hello, hi, is it okay? And all, it's perfect, sir. But then, like,
You
Like, it's
speak
breaking
sentences,
bad,
it's
sir.
yes,
really
yes,
bad.
sir.
It's breaking bad, right?
It's break dancing.
So can you hear us now?
Us.
I
I
knew
said
Kongwell was gonna point.
I know, I said us only. Us.
Us with a deep breath in front.
Ah,
Us. Us.
hey,
Hey, you know what?
hey, shut up,
Hey,
shut
we
up.
saw.
Am
Hey,
I
we
audible
saw
now?
that. Hello.
Hello. Shh.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
we can
sir. Perfect. Perfect.
foreshadowing.
Can't hear you again, sir.
Yes, sir. It's breaking again.
It's
Yes, sir.
So I think your screen share is the problem.
so you're saying,
See the
sir, not to
screen?
screen share. You're saying, sir, not to teach. What? Hey, Nitish, what? The?
Days, uncle.
Can you see the screen too?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So solar energy is for 1 meter square of Earth's surface, you can get around 1.34 kilowatt of energy. Okay. This is the solar energy called
Sir,
absorbed by
1
the sun.
kilowatt is 1,000 watt, right?
1000 watts.
My God.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
1000.
So this is called
three-
So
solar
that's like
constant.
so much energy, sir.
This is called solar constant.
I can power my entire house for a year.
Average solar energy. Average solar energy reaching upper layer of Earth.
Sir, I have a
Upper
small doubt. Like,
atmosphere
small doubt. Very small.
of Earth.
Did I
We
ask?
do not care.
Did I ask?
1 second.
You only asked a doubt.
I didn't
On
even
1
ask it
meter
yet.
square area.
Yes, sir.
This is called solar constant. Write it down.
Yes. Kongwell has a doubt, sir.
Yes, a small
On
doubt.
the
One
way.
word answer doubt. So how, on average, how much does one house like use electricity per month, sir? Like how many watts?
It
Hey,
depends.
it's 28
Generally
kilowatts.
it is
It's
basically
100 kilo.
I just want to know the range, sir. Like, is it like so much? Like,
Check that in Google.
it's
The whole
500
search
watts
knows,
or so, right?
Hey,
No, sir. Should
hey,
I think
Kongwell, it is
200 to
20.
500 watts.
Sir, isn't
Yes,
it
he was
20?
right. 500 watts is
100 to
fine.
500 kilowatts.
500 kilowatts.
Kilowatts. Yeah.
Kilowatts, sir.
Yeah, hey, what are you talking about? Per year, an average humans uses 10,000 kilowatt.
Hey, every day, da.
Every day, it's 28 kilowatts, an average. I read it.
Yeah,
I
around
read it.
I'm considering 500 kilowatt and on an average in a month.
I was like,
Sir,
bro,
that is
this
like-
guy uses 1 kilowatt for the entire year.
Kongwell foreshadowing.
Deshardo, you also agreed, no? What are you laughing
Yeah.
at?
I live in
So
dark.
basically, the energy, the power, that electricity that comes to your house, you must have seen that electric meter, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
I
sir.
forgot if it's watt or kilowatt.
It's kilowatt hour. Kilowatt hour.
Actually,
It's electricity in kilowatt
Oh.
hour.
So it'll be like
kilowatt
10
hour.
something.
Okay,
like
how many kilowatts you use in an hour? So that ranges
my
to
God.
800 to 1000 kilowatt hour per
Wow.
month. Per month.
Oh,
So
Understood?
yes,
This
sir.
is
It's
average.
But
I'm pretty sure ours, my house is more than that. There's RGB everywhere.
what?
Written agreement till here.
Yes, sir.
yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Next
My
one is
house
wind
has AC
energy.
for the environment.
1 second, sir. My pen stopped working, so I can just 1 second.
Do it
Okay,
fast.
just 1 second. Sir, so like all the energy in the sun would have got drained, right? We use so much energy.
All energy.
This is so huge.
And the sun would have got drained, right? Because it only
That's
has
like billions and billions.
Hey,
1
Kongwell.
Yeah,
We don't
exactly.
we don't suck the energy from the sun. We just collect the energy that is being scattered
We
on
just
the earth.
collect it. We just collect
Yeah.
it, and all of the energy of the sun, is not usable for us. We are not using
we
all of the
don't-
energy to the surface.
If we
But
don't
even-
use it,
even-
it's gonna go to waste anyway.
Uncle, shut up. I'm asking, sir.
Why?
like,
Dad?
why-
Even you answer my doubts, right?
Okay, say shut up then. Like both of you don't speak, any one person.
Sankar sir is so smart.
Write it down.
I agree with Sankar.
No, like if one person
Write it
speaks,
down.
that's fine.
It's
Yes,
okay.
sir, I can't just shut up to
Once
sir.
he said something smarter, I can't be happy with it.
Yeah, I have to appreciate.
Yes, I finished, sir.
Can you tell me why wind blows?
What?
Sir,
What?
due to the change in it's due to the change in temperature in various places of Earth. Hot air rises and cold air goes to occupy
Yeah.
the place of the hot air.
I don't think that's
Not the
That's
only
right.
reason.
No,
but there are
the
so many
hot
other
air
reasons.
comes down, the cold air goes up.
Hey, hot air goes up. It's like second
Hot
grade
air has light
physics.
density. Hot air has light density. Okay.
Yeah,
Hot
so
air
it
has
basically
very
goes
light
up.
density, so it goes up.
It's like
Good.
because like it goes from high pressure to low pressure, like that maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No,
to
wait a minute.
occupy a
Wind
space for the
blows
hot
due
air.
to
So,
due to
and land.
rotation of Earth.
Oh yeah.
The difference in
Rotation of
Gyroscopic.
atmospheric pressure. Difference in atmospheric pressure.
Because of it.
Second one,
Because of
unequal heating of
Uncle's
Earth.
breath.
I have a strong breath there.
You blow our breaths away.
Yeah.
That does not make any sense.
What do you mean?
I
Everyone uses
cannot
that.
blow your breath.
Please be quiet when I'm teaching
Sorry, sir.
and focus on your book. These points are important. They'll come in an exam.
Yes, sir.
And the third point, local convection currents.
I forgot what convection is. It's like pressure, right?
Pressure.
Okay, now see here.
Change.
See here. You know cold breeze, hot breeze?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Land
sir.
breeze and sea breeze. That's what we
Yes,
learned
sir.
it as.
Exactly. So this is sea, this is land. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Now see here, what happens? In the daytime, what happens? The land gets heated up, the sand gets
Yes,
heated
sir.
up. Okay? Hot air rises up and travels towards the sea. Hot air rises up. Okay? And because there is a space have been formed there, no air is there, so the cold air from the sea comes to take its place. Okay, this happens. And in the night time,
Sir, it goes
During-
from
during
land.
the day, what happens? Throughout the day, due to constant heating, the sea gets heated till evening or night. So the hot air rises up from here now,
The
and
cold air
cold air
from
from
land
the
goes
land
to the sea.
goes to the sea. Understood?
Yes,
This is
sir.
called land breeze and this is called sea breeze. So this is a kind of local convection.
Yes, sir.
Understood? Locally, this happens. unequal heating, let us say that it is summer in India and it may not be summer in other parts of the country, or it may not be summer in different countries. So what will happen? There will be a flow of wind from Indian subcontinent to other countries. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Or rotation of the earth. Even if the air is still, the earth is rotating.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
A moment of silence.
So
Write it, draw it.
I have to draw it.
So
Okay,
I have a map where wind, I can see from where to where wind goes.
it's called windy.com. I know.
I'm using that currently. I'll check from Chennai.
There's so many things in
So
that. There's
finished,
like
sir.
toxic
Good.
levels of places.
I just don't know where
Sometimes
Chennai is.
house
So
has
then,
like 100.
next topic.
Yes, sir.
Next topic. It is, third one is biomass of energy as source of energy. Biomass as source of energy. The chemical energy stored in stored in biomass.
So what's a biomass, sir?
Anything like which has mass and which is biological in nature. For example, humans, grasses,
Vegetables.
plants. Okay, eatables also. Got it? So this is called biomass as a source of energy. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So chemical energy stored in that can be converted into other forms of energy. For example, you can burn up the parts of plants or anything to get the heat. You can use that heat energy to run a turbine if it is too much, but that is not generated in that quantity that a turbine can be run. Understood? These are
Yes.
very less energy. Because you can imagine that if we have milligrams of materials that are present in our bodies, right?
Yes,
Different
sir.
chemical
Yes, sir.
substances. So that is too less.
Sir, but how is biomass renewable, sir?
Because we are replicating ourselves. Even the plants are replicating themselves.
Oh,
There are
okay. Okay,
Ah.
so
that
that
way.
is themselves.
So what if we stop? Okay.
For example, gobar gas plant, you must have seen. Gobar gas plant.
So what?
Gobar gas plant.
No, sir.
It's a gas plant, ra.
Cow dung. You know cow dung?
Bro, I did not know.
No, sir, what?
Cow dung.
Yes,
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 sir.
sir.
I heard they're very
Okay.
good sources of
So
energy.
what happens there? Cow dung contains good source of methane, and methane is what present in your gas
Sir,
cylinder.
they use
So
it
cow
as fuel in village places, sir.
Chup karke beta.
So what happens? We take the cow dungs and we make a decomposition of that. Okay, and we store it in a plant. Okay, that is different plant pattern. I'll show you how. See, we
Plant
make
means
a
not the
plant.
vegetable plant, like power plants
No,
like
no,
that.
not
Use them
that
as a
plant.
weapon in some places.
Not that plant I'm talking about.
No.
I'm talking about
Hey, the plants, like the
I was
pot.
talking about the cow dung.
what happens here. This is a movable top. This is a movable top. We pour all the cow dungs from here. So cow dungs get stored initially and they are very high in volume. After some time, they are allowed to decompose, and after decomposition, they become very thick slurry and they reduce in their mass. And during that decomposition process, they release methane gas.
Yes, sir.
During that decomposition process, they release methane gas, and this tank goes up. When this tank goes up, we get to know that methane has been collected. Now there is a pipe connected to different parts of the houses where you use that methane to burn it. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So that is how gobar gas
Sir,
plant
But
works.
how does that
I-
produce energy?
Sir, but don't they use cow dung as a burn cow dung and get heat energy?
Directly cow dung can also be burned, but you don't get that high calorific value there. You cannot use
This is
for
bad
big
one.
work. You can just use for small food cooking like that, not for very big works.
Like a compost, but gives us energy.
Yeah.
So, but how does
Okay.
this give energy, sir?
See, like methane can be used to burn like things, or we can cook on the methane gas.
It's mostly heat energy. Like because of the heat only, energy is formed.
Yeah, in every, no, not in every case. See here. Next, we will be studying about tidal energy. Next one
With
is tidal energy.
hydropower, right, sir?
So tidal energy is what? Waves, mechanical waves. So they provide kinetic energy.
That's why dams
Understood?
are made, right, sir? Dams are different, right?
The dams are different.
Oh,
Energy possessed by um,
Tidal
rising,
waves.
rising and falling, rising and falling
So potential energy possessed by tidal
water
waves.
in
so I can just connect a generator to my cycle and produce energy for my house.
is known as tidal energy.
Just call all my friends to my home, ask them to cycle for a bit.
See here, basically, dam is what? Dam, we collect water at a very high level, okay, and then what we do? We allow it to fall. We allow it to fall. So when it falls, it attains a very great momentum, and that runs the turbine. We allow it
Yes,
to
sir.
fall through the turbines, and that turbines rotate. That rotation of turbines, see, first it is potential energy. Because of the height, potential energy converts into kinetic energy. Because of the velocity it attains, kinetic energy changes into rotational energy. Rotational energy with the transformer changes into electrical energy. That is how it is done.
So I have I have ideas. So we can technically create an infinite perpetual machine. Like I can have water falling from a place, and then I can have like water produce energy to push the water back up to the place, and then it'll technically fall again. Do all the cycle again. I can make it as a
What do
show.
you
What you
think
will do?
dams do,
What
da?
you will do?
That's
When
what
you
my
will
plan
take the
is.
water back to upward level, you would require very high amount of energy. So what you are doing, you
More
are
than the
creating
water
energy by
produced.
destroying energy. You are creating energy by destroying energy, isn't it?
So
Yes, sir.
Let us say that by falling, you created 10 kilowatt of energy, and the same 10 kilowatt you are using it to again push it back to upward, upstream. Is that worthful?
it's a showcase piece. So.
Bruh.
So that's why I said in the start itself, sir.
That is not required. Okay, next thing.
Buy insane stuff
Next,
for showcase. So that's why I can make a
next
lot of
is,
money.
okay, tidal energy can't create huge
Amount
or
of
If
energy.
not
sir,
enough for
if
electricity.
what Nitish told were to be true, the amount of energy in this universe would have not been a constant, right, sir?
Exactly. Not enough for electricity production. That is very
Right, sir.
small.
But
Tidal waves
not
are very
thinking small.
tidal waves are very small, so that's why they cannot create that much momentum so that they can run a turbine or can produce electricity, right?
So
Next is ocean energy,
what?
ocean
Like that
thermal
what
energy,
tidal energy is.
ocean thermal energy. What is ocean thermal energy?
So the
Now see
heat
here,
of the ocean.
energy available due to the difference
So these are all sources of biomass energy.
in temperature of water. What?
These are all biomass, right, sir?
Pardon?
These are all biomass energy, right? Types of
No,
biomass
these are
energy.
different. Tidal energy is different. Ocean thermal energy is different. That was different.
Okay, sir.
Temperature of water at the surface and at the deeper level. At surface and at deeper level of ocean is called ocean thermal energy. Understood? So what happens? when you go deeper inside the ocean, are you getting my point? When you go deeper inside the ocean, there is kind of heat energy produced there. Okay, and at the upper side, it is normal temperature. 1 minute, 1 minute. It should be opposite now. Yeah, exactly. When you go deeper inside the ocean, the sun does not penetrate. The
It
sun
should be
rays does
colder,
not
sir.
penetrate it. Pardon?
So it should be colder, right, sir?
Yeah. In deep inside, it should be cold. Okay, and the top level it should be hot because the sun penetrates energy up to certain meters of the water surface. Under the water surface,
So we can
sun,
also say that hot water, hot water is less denser and is above the cold water, and because of the how hot.
no, that is not the case. Actually, what happens? The sun produces the heat energy above, and then under the level, under very deeper depths, the sun cannot penetrate. So that is
Yes, sir.
they get colder. Okay, the temperature there is low. The temperature inside the deeper surface of the water is very low, and there is around a difference of temperature for about 20 degrees Celsius.
Yes, sir.
So ocean
Sir,
produces,
how cold is it, sir? Like really
Very
cold means
cold.
how cold?
Cold enough to chill your
I don't
bone.
know. Exactly, I don't know. That is not present there.
I'm
Okay,
pretty
so
sure
that
it's
maximum
exactly
temperature creates the
negative
energy. Next
21.
is ocean waves. Ocean waves energy. Ocean waves.
Isn't
Okay, or
that
sea
what
waves
type
we
of
can say.
energy is?
Due to the winds. Due to winds. Okay, winds also create waves on the surface of the ocean. That is
So
called
this is just like
ocean waves.
a byproduct of ocean, I mean wind energy and
Kinetic
tidal
energy
energy, sir.
generated.
So,
Okay, one more thing I need to tell you. We have ocean thermal conversion power plant.
so they recreated an ocean.
So that is to generate the electric energy from the thermal energy of the ocean. Okay.
Yeah.
So due to winds, kinetic energy generated is called ocean wave energy. It occurs indirectly. Indirectly. Indirectly due to sun. It occurs indirectly due to the sun. Got it?
What, sir?
It occurs indirectly due to the sun. Why? Because wind is generated due to the heat movements of the sun, and that winds create the waves.
That
Next
means it's
is
indirectly due to everything, sir. If
no, not everything.
the universe created
Geothermal
the sun, the universe is like that we can write, sir.
energy possessed by rocks.
So what is geoth? Okay, by rock.
Energy possessed by rocks inside the earth.
So now whoever made these energies are just like bored to the boredom. So they don't know what to make and just made these.
I am not sure what you're saying.
It's not made, it's named.
Oh my god. It is actually made. It's the same
See,
thing.
nuclear energy can also be produced. Okay, see there. Okay, one more thing. Geothermal energy is harnessed in India. It is Madhya Pradesh in India,
What's that?
MP in India, and it is New Zealand. New Zealand.
Sir, what do you mean by energy possessed by rocks inside Earth, sir? They're like
See,
it's potential.
basically there are heat spots where high pressures are there. So when you will drill hole there, so what will happen? That high heat pressure will come out, and that heat pressure is used to rotate the turbines.
What?
Understood?
So it's
High
in that.
heat pressure. See, there are heat spots where what happens there, basically behind the rocks, there are high pressurized heat has been stored there due to some effects. Correct? And that heat comes out, and when you drill holes, basically, drilling is done, and that heat comes out, and that comes out with a very high pressure. And that pressure particularly is utilized for what do we say that? To rotate the turbines.
Sir, how is heat used to rotate turbines, sir?
Heat, pressurized heat, like you can say that it is air present inside there.
Okay.
That is heated up, and that has
Yes,
a
sir.
tendency to escape very fastly.
Yes, sir.
Now got it?
Yes, sir.
Now see there. Nuclear reactions are of two types: nuclear fission and nuclear fusion. What is fission and what is fusion?
Sir,
Fission in
fission
when
is separating and fusion is like joining
Combining.
two things. Yeah, combining.
Combine.
wow, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Sir, you asked, sir.
See, nuclear fission is not like that basically.
Sir, we know you know everything, sir.
Not
When any nuclei breaks, it has a very different. When you will study it now, it has a very different. We have a energy flow. This is called energy graph of different materials. Of 108 118 like elements are there in periodic table.
Yes, sir. I have it in my mind.
118 elements are there in the periodic table. You know that?
Yes, sir.
You know what is periodic table?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
No.
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Why are you so doubtful? The periodic table is
I know,
not
right?
whole fact.
Okay. So in periodic table, 118 elements are there, and this is called their energy binding energy flow.
Wow.
So generally, this is the highest binding energy corresponds to the iron, and the elements which are greater than iron, what they do, they split their energies to form materials like iron, and the elements which are lower than iron, they join together to form the iron. Understood? So these elements have the tendency of fusion. They fuse together to form energy like iron, and these elements have fission. They split to get themselves represented as iron. Now understood why fission and fusion occurs?
Yes, sir.
That's
Yes,
the
sir.
basic
Sir,
idea. You have to study it
but
in deep.
in our chemistry book, we did it with carbon, sir.
So that is different.
My book
Nuclear
I did it
fusion.
with
Okay, what is nuclear fission?
vision is like we
Sir,
separate the nuclear energy.
sir,
to get
nuclear
Yeah.
fission is
Separating the atom in order to
When uranium
energy.
is
Or radium.
bombarded. When uranium is bombarded with a slow neutron,
Disturbing.
So this is for fission.
Yeah.
yeah, fission. It breaks. Why fission? You know what is the atomic number of uranium?
Yes, sir. It is some. It goes some. It's
Sir, wait, sir. Uranium is
230. I mean 92. 92.
How can it be 200 and something now?
Sorry, sir. 92. 92.
92. Sir.
uranium. Where is uranium?
It's 92. We all told the answer.
Yeah, it's
sir.
I
That's
92.
why I
told
was
first. Though.
searching.
I told first.
So Arun would have done it first, right?
Pro at it. What are you talking?
Okay. So 90. What is
Yes,
the
sir.
atomic number of iron?
90. Oh, I mean
92.
Right?
no iron.
Oh,
Iron.
iron. Sir,
I don't know.
26.
26, yeah. 21.
It is 26 basically.
Yes, sir.
So what happens? You know that I told you that the elements which are greater than iron will split, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Wait, what?
That is why it splits.
Sir, sir, greater than in what? Like, what do you mean?
Greater,
than?
like,
26. Greater than 26.
More atomic numbers than that,
Exactly.
or less
Yeah,
atomic
greater than
numbers
26.
That should be radioactive also.
Everything after uranium is the only elements that are radioactive. So.
Write it here. So what happens in fission reaction? If one uranium nucleus breaks, so it produces two different nuclei of nearly equal sizes. So now, if there are more nuclei, if more neutrons, okay, if more neutrons are released, and that will again target these two nuclei, it will again break. So that chain of reaction continues, and that reaction continues very rapidly, and large amount of each breakage produces 200 kilograms as 200 mega equivalent mega electrical volt. That is called nearly how much can I say that mega electron volts can be greater than what you use at your home on a monthly
I have a
basis.
nuclear reactor under my basement to power my entire house. Suddenly, I do not wake up the other day.
So that thing produces huge amount of energy, even just one nucleus. And what happens? It continues to be a chain of nuclei. Chain reaction continues.
Sir, why
And that
does
chain
this
stop.
produce a lot of
Just plug my phone, it
electricity?
explodes.
So
Sir,
when
why?
generally in nuclear reactor,
Oh
what we
my
do,
god, that's not
we,
funny.
please listen here. In generally nuclear reactor, what we do, we control that chain reaction. Okay, that occurs in a controlled manner. We do not allow to continue it further after 2-4 fissions. But in atomic bomb, what happens? That is allowed to continue as much as it can.
Yes,
That will
sir.
be the extent that will be the chain reaction.
So it'll be happening again and again.
It will happen again and again, and
As long as it
huge
killed
amount
everyone.
of energy will occur.
That's what happens in Oppenheimer.
Oh, Oppenheimer is such a bad movie. I don't know why everyone likes it.
Yes, sir.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Now, have you written the previous page? This one.
So I've written it, sir.
Write this down also.
I've written it also, sir.
Good.
sir, why does
I'm
fission create this much energy, sir? Like a lot of energy. Why does nuclear fission produce a lot of energy?
See, that is a
We are
chemistry
putting our
part.
life
If you
on the
need
line.
to study this in class 11 and
Mosquito.
12, that you need to stabilize yourself. In chemistry, every material wants to get stabilized, and they are unstable due to as they contains very high amount of energy. So, in order to get stabilized, they release that energy what they have. It's just like that. If you have energy, you want to play, right? And if you're exhausted,
Sir.
if you're totally exhausted, you will sit idle on a bench, isn't it?
Sleep.
Exactly. So
No.
they want to take rest. They want to get stabilized, and in order to get stabilized, they need to evacuate all of the energies they have.
Yes, sir.
Now read that part. Nuclear fuel. Nuclear fuel. Everyone read that part.
Nuclear. Okay.
So, but it only needs to lose 2 electrons, sir. The uranium and everything.
Sir, what's a slow neutron?
Neutron is neutron. You know, in an atom, what an atom constitutes of?
Neutron,
Proton,
proton,
neutron,
electron.
electron.
Exactly. And that neutron, if slowly combines with the uranium, it explodes.
Hello? Hello? Guys?
Is there any doubt?
Okay, sir, nothing problem.
So, where do we need to reach, sir?
Page number 151 at the bottom of the page.
51 now.
I don't have my book.
I'm here.
So what is 10 to the power 7k?
10 to the power of 7K.
What you're reading?
No,
Kelvin,
sir.
Kelvin.
Oh.
Temperature. That much
Okay,
temperature.
okay.
Oh, I was like 10 to the power of 7K. Where is all that
Mute
written?
yourself.
Yeah? Oh yeah, okay, I saw it.
What book are you reading there?
Read it carefully. If there are any doubts, just ask me out.
Hey, what are you doing, the Congo Hill?
Are
Oh,
you
sorry.
thinking?
That's the no, sir. It's the background. My bad.
Eh.
My native, sir.
We've done this.
Read it. Carefully read it.
So what is
Sir, this is
bombarded
exactly
I
mean?
don't
what
have the book, sir. I'll go to website and
So what does bombarded mean?
Sir, this is what we did
it
in
means like so
Bombard
much
chemistry.
pressure on it.
You bombard it
Adding
another
so much
site.
pressure.
Bombastic. Bomba.
There's
So
no
we
fun.
can do this with carbon also, right? So because we did the same thing in chemistry class, but with carbon.
That is different. You can do it, but you don't get that much amount of energy. It should be like that much now. See, if you want to play football, and you have two friends, a lazy one and an energetic one, whom will you take you with?
Congo
Take a
Hill.
lazy one as the goalkeeper.
A lazy
Sir,
one because
energetic
he's
one, sir.
usually fat enough to keep the entire goal.
Hey, it's a stronger one,
Sir,
sir.
Hey,
just kidding, sir.
in the
I'll go
case
to
of
I'll
the
take
Sankar,
that.
that's
stronger
not
one.
true, da. In the case of Sankar, that's not true.
This is stronger one, sir. The
Not
stronger
lazy,
one.
sir.
I need the
Yes,
stronger
sir.
one.
The stronger and the good one, sir.
I'm
Ye- you-
because of you, uncle. Summa. Lazy one. The strong one, so you can continue.
He's
So the last
hey, he
topic
told
now,
us
that is nuclear fusion. Nuclear fusion. What is nuclear fusion? So when
it is when two light
nuclei
nuclei combine to form a heavy nucleus.
combine to form a heavy nucleus,
Temperature 10 to the
why
power 7
light?
Kelvin.
Why light?
Sir, because when one what is the slow nuclei is divided into
You
two
didn't even know what a slow nuclei is.
I know that I asked it and then I studied.
You sir said
Google,
nuclei is
Google.
just nuclei. What did you learn from that?
See,
What are
less
you
than
talking? The
10 for
Congo
fusion.
it's written in the book.
Joking, it's yes, sir.
High pressure,
Sir, nuclear
uh,
fusion is basically the opposite of nuclear fission.
huge amount of energy is released. This phenomenon is called
Nuclear fusion.
nuclear fusion. Okay. So basically what happens there? I told you fusion will occur in the nuclei which is having atomic number less than 26 as that of iron, right?
Yes, sir.
So those are light nuclei. They have very light masses. So they combine to form heavy mass like that of iron, and they will
Yes,
that
sir.
is that occurs at very high temperature and very high pressure. So very high amount of energy is previously required to get that fusion reaction.
So which is better, sir?
Basically, fission you get easily more like energy, but that becomes uncontrollable.
Fission or fusion?
And
Basically, you get more energy in fission easily, but that becomes uncontrollable. You have to control it. There is a proper nuclear reactor. So you will like answer this question as homework. What is atomic bomb?
sir, it's an uncontrollable nuclear fission.
This is your
Explain.
homework.
4 marks. Whole paragraph I want. You write. Okay.
Oh,
If you don't have any doubt,
Hey,
keep it
Congo,
here.
where am I? I'm at my home and I'm working. Simple.
No, you
You
don't have
keep
a
it
home.
here
Your
if you
home
don't
is
have any doubt. All
yes,
right.
sir.
No, sir. Whoa,
Yes,
whoa,
sir.
whoa. 1 second, sir.
Okay.
Open chat GPT.
Hey, where am I? Am I at your house? My nose can't bear to live at your house. It's so stinky.
Done.
Yeah, no Scott Barrow. Yeah, it doesn't deserve it. Yes, sir. And then writing,
Yes.
you can.
So I am
next
also done writing, but I want you to stay for 1 second. So
Okay.
to
1
waste time.
second.
So next class we'll be completing this chapter.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
So
All right
an
then.
atomic bomb, also known as a nuclear bomb, is a powerful explosive device that.
Shut up there.
Oh my
You
God,
have to
there's
write
so
it in
much.
your own words after
Oh my
Yes,
God,
sir.
stop
watching
Sir,
the
never
generating.
anime.
mind. Sir, I think
Stop
you can take your
generating.
word back, sir. It will take 2 more classes.
No. One class I'll finish it. It's all theoretical part. You just revise the things. We'll be meeting next class. Bye then.
Thank you, sir.
Pretty